What's up, you guys? I feel like it has been forever, like forever. Like, I haven't even told you guys what's up with, like, you know, this little shit. You know. Anyways, what's up? I'm excited to be here. So many stuff happening. With just everything in life overall. I'm excited, I'm grateful, I'm classy, like, you know, I'm keeping it everything. But like one day I thought, like, believe in the impossible. And I know it sounds corny or whatever, but bitch, like, God was like, knock knock knock, like, I got something to tell y'all. And so story time. But in the meantime that we're doing the story time, I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup because I haven't done my makeup in a while. And yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup so I can feel prettier and I can just be here with you guys and, like, you know, we could vibe. Like, let's vibe together. Yeah, you know, I need you inspired, I need you excited, I don't wanna fight it, like that. Okay, okay. I figure out you, you figure out me. We both a different breed. Since I can't put music, I might as well sing for y'all. Just kidding. I mean, you say that like it's easy. You never believe me, told you I got C's for leaning. Girl, I'm sleepy. Shut the lying ass. Alright, so let's set you guys up. And then let me get my makeup and I'll be back. Alright, y'all. So before I even get started with doing my makeup, and I guess little quick disclaimer, this is not gonna be like, hey, I'm showing you this, I'm doing, like, no, I'm just trying to talk to you because honestly, like, I missed y'all. And I know I only uploaded like one video the other day and I was like, damn, like, I've been so busy, like, trying to get stuff done, you know, and like, yeah, like, it feels good. I feel good. I'm trying to put more content out there for TikTok. And, you know, like, I've just been feeling myself. So, girl, like, what? I'm feeling myself. Like that. But anyways, yeah. So, if you're new here, what's up? What's really good? My name's Amy D. And, yeah, I just make videos for fun. And I like to sing. And I love basketball, which, by the way, shout out your team in the comments. Like, yo, I'm not no hater for any team, but like basketball, y'all, like, what's up? It's been happening. They've been doing their thing. I'm just like, woo, and woo, you know, like, I've been feeling it. But yeah, of course, shout out Lakers. Like, y'all already know what it is. But yeah, I am thrilled that basketball is happening, and I'm also thrilled. We're gonna ignore yeah, we're just gonna ignore it. But I've just been thrilled for life, and I've been thrilled for what's happening. And for those of you guys that didn't watch my previous video, or in the video where I talked about what happened here where we live, or if you don't follow my sister and you don't know what happened, my sister got her car stolen where we live. And gracias a Dios, it happened after I left to work. And I have my regular job and I leave pretty early. It's still dark when I leave. And, you know, like, I don't always leave around the same time. I don't always take the same way to work or from work, or like, I always, you know, like, I am careful of my areas and I take care of myself. But of course, I'm a woman, and as a woman, you don't have that man privilege, you know, whether they want to admit it or not. Like, somebody's not just gonna come and take your shit like they would a woman, you know. So anyways, later on, when everything happened, and if you guys can hear Stacy in the background, she's vlogging as well, so make sure you follow her if you don't. And if you're here from her channel, what's up? I'm her sister. Like, what it do? Like, you know, we're a combo. We come together and we do our own thing too. But anyways, that happened to her, or that happened that Friday, and I left to work and everything was cool. And then he hits me up and my sister's car's missing, you know. Thankfully she was able to like get it back the same day, and thankfully like she had GPS on the car to where she was able to track it. But when Stacy and Denny were shown the footage of the video, these two men had literally entered the parking 5 minutes after I left. Like, talk about timing. Talk about like God got me. Talk about like a miracle happening. Talk about like I'm protected, bitch. Like, what's up? Like, I'm guarded, you know. And like obviously like I didn't know what was happening or what was gonna happen, but like God got me. All right, so like if you're out there trying to like come at me, and like either way, God is like right in front of me trying to fight you, bitch. Like, what's up? But anyways, yeah, that happened. And it was just like a very stressful situation. There was a lot going on, you know, like that day, that weekend, like a lot of feelings. Of course, Stacy and I, in June, the year of this lease was up, and we made the commitment to stay another year. Therefore, we signed 1 more year here where we're currently at. However, we were not expecting this to happen. And so after it happened, I didn't feel comfortable 100% anymore, but I knew that we had made a commitment, and that obviously when you break your commitment, it can affect your credit, and it can affect, you know, like obviously you have to pay some sort of fee. And I was like, all right, well, like, you know, like fuck it, like I'm just not gonna say anything, because I know that when we moved here, you know, like our deposit was a bigger amount. So like I just didn't want to lose any of that money, and Stacy didn't want to lose it either. So we talked about it, you know, of course, like after we both felt okay, and we were just talking about it that weekend. And Stacy was like, hey, like honestly, like I want to move. Like I want to move. And I straight up told her, like I was like, dude, you don't care about your deposit? And she was like, honestly, like I don't know, you know. And so that was like a Saturday, I think, and I was in the middle of like I was gonna get a dresser because I wanted to like just get a new dresser already. And Sunday comes, and I was gonna order the dresser online on IKEA, and Sunday comes, and something just told me like, ask Stacy like if this is still gonna happen, because if she really is thinking about moving, like we might as well move, and I won't buy the dresser until I get like, you know, we move. Like there's no point. After that happened, so like Sunday comes around, and Stacy comes out of her room, you know, and I'm like, hey, I was like, were you serious? Like, are you really thinking about moving? And you know, like I had felt it, but I didn't want to put the pressure on her because I understood, you know, like about the money and stuff. And she was like, no, like I thought about it, and like I don't think it's a good idea anymore. Like, you know, like we're gonna lose all of our money, and I think it's just better that like we just finish off the year. Like it is what it is, you know. And of course, like ever since this happened, like I have been thanking God for you know, first of all, my life. Like we take for granted when we like wake up from our sleep. Like some people don't get to wake up. Some people, like it just doesn't happen for them, you know. So I had been praying, and like she was like, why are you asking anyway? And I was like, oh, because I wanted to get a dresser, but if we're gonna move, like there's no point in me building it and then taking it and then getting scratched and blah blah blah. So she was like, oh, okay, no. And then she mentioned, you know, like, hey, like honestly, next time that we move though, like we should look into a 3-bedroom 2-bath. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, dope, you know, like I'm down, you know, because we can have like our own little like spot to record, and it doesn't have to be in a room in our work area, you know. We both have our own businesses now, and like just our own space. And I was like, cool, I'm down for that. Crazy how God works. Like you shouldn't put anything, you know, like out of the line, because it's not your plans, is his plans and where he wants to take you, you know. And so so whatever, like I kept them moving, didn't do anything, didn't say anything. And Stacy had thought of like sending the management company a letter letting them know what happened, but part of her was like, no, I'm not gonna do it anymore, like it's okay. Anyways, Monday rolls around and I'm at home and I'm already like, literally I was peeing, like I was about to clean myself and get up, and I like get a phone call, and I see the phone call, and I was just like, oh, okay, like what's up, you know? But I was like let me get up from the restroom, like before I even like enter this, you know? And I like hurry up, like I just cleaned myself, and I wasn't gonna enter the call. I was gonna let it go to voicemail, because this person, like when I don't answer the call, like I'll call them back, or they'll get like send me a text regarding if it's something that, you know, like was needed or whatever. And I was just like, oh, like I'll just call them back right now. But something was like, no, like hurry up out of the restroom and answer this call, like right now. And I was just like, okay. So literally, like I just put up my pants and I was just like, hello. And like I'm walking in my room and they're like, hey. And I was like, oh, hey, what's up? Long story short, y'all, like long story short, this person had no idea what had happened at all. And you know, like the Friday prior to them calling me on Monday, and he was like, hey, like, are you guys interested in moving? And I was like, what? Like, what? God, what? Like, hold up, where is this coming from? What? And he was just like, you know, like, and I was just like, wait, what? And this person's like, oh, like I have this spot and I have a place, and this is how many bedrooms and how many baths, and this is like what I have, and this is what it is, and this is how much, and this is just everything, and like if you guys want it, here it is, you know? And I was like, yo, literally, like I was like, bro, I was like, God must have sent you from wherever he thought you were, because wow, you know? And I just told her, like, I ended up telling them the situation of what had happened, and I was like, it's crazy that you're hitting me up right now, because literally I just had this conversation with my sister yesterday and we had decided not to, but if you're coming to me, it's for a reason. Like if this is happening and it happens without even us having to like go the extra mile to get what we want, or to like it just happened so naturally, like this is coming from God, you know? Like this is just not a coincidence. And it just felt so right that I was like, hey, like, you know what, I'm gonna talk to my sister, I'll see what's up, because this is what's happening with our other lease, so I'll let you know, like if we're able to leave, or like I'll let you know what's up, and you know, we can go from there. Thankfully, you guys, crazy how everything happens, but we were able to, I don't even know what's next in my makeup, because like I haven't even done my makeup in so long, like I don't even know what to do, like I'm in the tea with y'all. But yeah, like thankfully it just worked out so well that like in that moment, like I was asking all the questions that we had, you know, like everything was just lining up, and it was just like any but or anything or any whatever, God was like, fixed, boop, I got it, like, oh, don't worry. So anyways, like if you follow my sister, then you know the story after that, you know. But we ended up sending out a request for the penalties to be removed, and unfortunately, they weren't able to remove all of the penalties, even though this happened to us, because of course they're like, we're not responsible for what happens to your car and blah, 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 blah. So, all right, whatever, you know, like I still feel unsafe. I still wake up early in the morning and it's still dark. There's still nobody to walk with me. There's no security. Like there is nobody that can have my back. And of course that's like naturally speaking, because God is always with me and nothing is gonna happen because of him, you know. But when I speak to people, I'm like, come on, you know. So of course they weren't taking any responsibility, but they responded to us and they were like, well, like, we will cut your penalty down by 50%. This is what it is. And Stacy and I have been on this abundance tip where honestly, like, the money, like, you are not your money, and God will provide and God will take care of it. And you know, like, we have just been on that page together, thankfully. And so when the whole deposit thing came up, like I told Stacy, I was like, honestly, like, this amount of money, yeah, it's a lot of money, but my God is abundant. And my God provides and has provided my whole life, even when I thought I didn't have anything. And my faith is so strong that even if I lost that money, it wouldn't matter, because God will multiply it eventually and give me what I need to have, you know. And so Stacy was like, really? Like, you'd let it go? And she said, really, you let it go? Because bitch, I used to hold on to money like that, you know. Like, I was never like money hungry or nothing like that, but I just would love to save my money, and I just didn't let it, like, I didn't want it to go anywhere because I just was afraid that I wasn't gonna get any more, you know, when I was younger, of course. And then other stuff happened, but like, that's just how I grew up. So her asking me, like, really? And I was just like, yeah. Like, at this point where I'm at mentally, and where I'm at, like, with God, and where I'm at with abundance, and you know, like, things coming back to you when whatever, like, I was like, I'm good. Like, anything that I get is a blessing. Everything after that, like, God will provide and I'll be fine, you know. And so that, I think, encouraged my sister to think the same way. And of course, you know, like, it's still, like, money is a touchy subject, I think, for everybody, and it's still something like obviously people need it to survive, but I believe that with the faith that you have, it's gonna come regardless of where you're at in your life, you know. And so it just felt like good to say that. It felt good to feel that. It felt good to say it out loud, and just, you know, like, everything working out the way that it did. And finally, when we got our answer, I was just like, dude, like, this is meant to be, you know what I mean? Like, and Stacy didn't even know, but she was like, you hadn't told them? And I was just like, dude, nobody knew. Like, I legit didn't tell this person, didn't tell anybody. Like, it was nobody's business but yours, you know. And I was just concerned for my safety. So at the end of the day, that's what ended up happening, and we got blessed with another place. So I am very, 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 very thankful to God for what he's allowing in our lives. It definitely is new beginnings, you know. Even with everything that I have been going on in my personal life this year, you know, with the heartbreak that I've gone through, with just like so much growing and so much work that I've done from the inside, like I think it's time, you know. And I know we've only been here for 1.5 years, but I don't know if y'all ever felt this way, but you ever have somebody at your house, you ever have somebody in your room, and obviously you shared things with them, you shared your space with them, your sacred space with them, you know, and you want to change everything up because you don't want it to remind you of them. So last time when I changed everything up, like, it helped so much. But now, even getting them out completely, or getting myself out of here, and even knowing that, you know, like, certain people don't need to know where I live, period. Like, if you don't fuck with me no more, like, if we don't fuck like that anymore, like, I'm cool, you know. And of course, like, I think it's a safety issue when it comes to just anybody. So I'm excited. Like, I'm excited for October, and I'm excited for what our life is bringing, and I'm excited to have my sister, you know, like, overall, like, to have somebody to be able to do these things with. And of course, like, she's my older sister, so before I didn't feel this, like, before I didn't feel like I had an older sister, like, it just, it just wasn't like that. But the more and more that she matures and she grows, like she acts like the older sister, and it's cute, you know, like she's such a protector and she's such like a good human being that it's cute and it's funny. But before I didn't see it like that, you know, and now it's just like, no, like we're a group and we're doing this together, and like she takes initiative, and I love it, you know. And I just love that overall when people take initiative, because that's the type of person that I am too. But when it comes to like business and like things like we're talking about this, like she's like, we got to do this like now, you know. So it's cute and it's funny. But I'm hella excited, you guys, because that's happening. And I have, you know, like other things that are happening. Like you guys sold out my merch. Like that was such a blessing from God. I'm already working on the next design. Like I'm so excited for it. Like I just have so much to give, you know. And there's so much in my head, and of course like we plan and God laughs, because he's like, you think you're gonna go there? No, you're gonna go over here, you know. So of course, like anything that I even have in my head regarding of where I'm gonna go and what I'm gonna do and who I'm gonna end up with and who's gonna be this and who's gonna be that, like I'm just like, God, you take care of it, you know. Like you decide how you're gonna test me, and you decide who's gonna come in my life, and you decide what is meant for me and what isn't, you know. Which it's crazy, because it brings me to the next point. More tea. Crazy. But you know, y'all know, because y'all been here and y'all saw how much I suffered and how much I cried and how much I worked through the heartbreak that I went through, and just like everything that I've been doing, you know. And I feel different. Like I'm at ease with what happened, and I am at ease with who I am, and I'm at ease, and I'm just like feeling myself, you know. But it's crazy, because like I guess an update on what's been going on, you know, like therapy hasn't even been about this fool no more, like for a while, and it felt good to go to therapy and not have to talk about a heartbreak or about my feelings towards this. And not because I don't I don't want to talk about my feelings, but because I wasn't feeling it anymore, you know. Like I felt fine. And not that I didn't love this person anymore, or not that I never thought about them anymore, because that's a lie. That doesn't happen, you know. But every time a thought came, like I would just be like, God bless him, you know, wherever he's at, like you take care of him. So it's crazy, because I believe that when you're tested on the things that, number one, you have worked on, and number two, on the weaknesses that the enemy knows you have, right? And so I'm like, all right, bet, you know, my God is stronger, so I can do anything through him, period. So anyways, I didn't decide to do shit, actually. Like I was kicking it, having a good ass day, and all of a sudden I grabbed my phone, because my phone was not with me, and I'm like, Setback called. And yeah, his name is Setback, okay? Like that is what we have named him, what I have named him, because shout out to Pastor Michael Todd, who is from Transformation Church, and I have been watching. Shout out TC Nation, what's up? Anyways, yeah, like he had one of his sermons talking about just basically like how we tie ourselves to people, and how we tie knots to everybody who we have sexual relationships with, period. You know what I mean? And it's true, and I believe that. Like I believe that 100%. When we are with someone sexually, it's not only a physical act, but it's a spiritual act, and it's, you know, like a feelings, emotional act, you know. And it's just all kinds of acts, period. So anyways, part of me still felt attached to him, and I remember at that time, like Michael was like, y'all need to, like, all those, like, he said it, he was like, Tyrone, Jonathan, this and that, like he was like, y'all need to name them and switch them to your phone as setback. He's like, cause when your phone ring, like, oh shit, setback is calling, like, don't answer. And I remember at that time, like, I renamed him, and I had never renamed this person as anything else, because, like, bitch, first of all, if you want an emoji, you gotta earn that shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's just what I do. That's just who I am. It's silly stuff, but that's just how I feel. So I remember I had never renamed him. I just had like his name, and at that point, like, I put setback in capital letters. And obviously, like, he was busy with another person catching flights and feelings as he posted. So, you know, like, I never expected setback to call. So I'm chilling, I'm having a good ass day, and then I see my phone, a missed FaceTime call from setback. So I see it. By the time I seen it, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna call back, because if it's important, he'll text me. And if it's important, he'll leave a voicemail. Even though I guess you can't leave voicemails through FaceTime, but if it's important, you'll text me. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. I've always felt that way. Like, I felt that way. And at this point, I don't really gotta answer your call, and I don't really know why you're calling, because you're busy catching flights and feelings. So why am I being called? Anyways, let it go, ignore the call, nothing happened, kept it moving, kept it pushing, kept it classy. I was just like, oh, okay, like, maybe he was just having a rough day and he just needed something, and then, like, that was that, you know, like, he kept it moving, and I just didn't answer, and it was what it was. Well, we continued on with my day, and the day after that, I went to work, and then I got home and I decided to take a nap because I was so tired, you guys. Like, I have been working 6 days out of the week, so I have been feeling extra tired, and I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. First mistake was not putting my phone on DND when I took a nap, because if you know me, and if you don't know, you know, like, I always put my phone on DND, because do not disturb. Don't disturb me in my sleep. First of all, I don't like to be woken up. Second of all, I don't like to talk to people when I first woke up. And third of all, like, don't nobody need to be calling me anyway. Like, text me, what's up? What do you need? It's not an emergency, you know? So yeah, I hear the phone vibrating and dun, 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 and so my phone was like flipped over, you know. I was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna answer. So like, I go back to sleep, and something was like, answer the phone. So I was like, all right, God, like, and by something, like, that's just really how I feel, because, you know, like, it's just God telling me I need to answer for whatever reason, whatever he needs to show me. Like, I'm like, all right, answer, you know, kind of like how I got blessed the first time with, or how Stacy and I were able to get blessed through that phone call that I received, that I don't even know why. I didn't know and understand why this person was in my life at the time, or why, like, I didn't get it, but God was like, this is why, you know, like, years after, this is what was gonna happen. So anyways, I'm like, oh, like, maybe he needs something because he's calling me again. Regular call, no FaceTime. And I call him right back, and like, he answers, and he was like, hey, hello. And then I was like, hello, you know, and like, I'm sleepy, obviously, I just woke up. And then, no, hey, how are you, how you've been, like, no, like, hey, I missed you, like, no morals, you know, like, just no, I don't even know how to describe it, but, you know, I'm just waking up, so it's whatever, because you don't owe me anything. But at the same time, like, I've never been disrespectful to you, so why would you? But all right, whatever. So he was just like, hey, why didn't you answer my call yesterday? Skirt, skirt, skirt. I was like, oh, I didn't have my phone with me, you know? And he was like, all right, like, yeah, He was like, well, if you didn't answer today, like, I was gonna send you a pretty text. And I was like, oh yeah, what were you gonna say? And of course, because he can't say shit with his chest, and he always takes everything back, he was like, nah, like, I'm not even gonna say it anymore, like, it's cool, like you entered anyway, so I just got a question. And I was like, okay, like what's up, what's the question? And so he asked me a question, and I was like, bitch, you could have asked Google this shit. Like, I was like, you calling me for this is just an excuse, but okay, like if you have balls, or if, like, sure. So I was just like, honestly, I really didn't know the answer. I wasn't lying, I wasn't trying to be rude or nothing, but I was like, honestly, I don't know. And mind you, the person that I am, when I'm with someone, I will go above and beyond to find out the answer. I will help you. I will find out for you. I will call places. I will make the appointment for you if you need it to. Like, I will do this type of stuff because I love you, you know? But at this point, I was like I don't have anything that connects me to you anymore because you picked a side. If now you realize that that was the wrong side, that's not on me. And you're coming at me like incorrectly and disrespectful. Like, I was just like I don't know, I'm not sure. Very direct. And if you know me, but see, I don't, like, he never really got to like fully know me, or like know me when I was angry, or know me when I didn't care. Because once I don't care, like, you're gonna know the difference in how I treat you. And not because I treat you disrespectfully, but I'm very blunt and I'm very direct. Versus like when you're my man, or like when I'm trying to see you, or like if I'm interested, like I will act accordingly, you know? So anyways, I just told him that I wasn't sure, I didn't know. And he was like, and he was like, why are you grouchy? You're just adding on to like the entitlement. But I was just like, I'm not grouchy, like you don't even know me anymore, you know? And he was like that, like, struck a nerve. And he was like, I don't know you anymore. And I was just like, no, like, I was like, it's been 3 months, you know? He was like, 3 months ain't nothing. Like, no wonder, like, you just unfollowed me from everywhere like that. Like, that's just what it is, you know? And honestly, immature, like showing the true character, you know? And like, he never acted this way with me, so I never expected it from him. I guess I thought I knew better, but I always would tell him like I won't really know you until I see you upset, because how you react upset or triggered, or like when something bothers you, is how I'll get to know who you really are inside. And so obviously with this call, he was showing himself, you know? And the call literally took 5 minutes. Like, it wasn't a long conversation, excuse me, but I was just like, yeah, like, and he was like, it's only been 3 months, blah blah blah. And when he told me like, oh, and you unfollowed me, and I was like, and I straight up told him, I was like, why do you want me to follow you if you blocked me from seeing your stories anyway? So like, you weren't even proud of the shit you were posting, because you went out of your way to mute me, and for me to not be able to see who you were with, what you were posting. Like, you were ashamed of the person you were with. Oh, she don't matter no more. Oh, she don't matter, like, it's cool, whatever. And I'm like, you just think you're a stud? Like, in my head, you know, like, I don't know who you think you are, but all right. And then I don't know what I was gonna tell him anymore, or like, I don't know what I was gonna add in that moment. Like, I really don't know. Because I think he was gonna say something. I asked him a question, and he was like, you know what, I don't know you anymore. And boom, like, he clicked. And in that moment, you guys, like, the old Amy, petty ass Amy, like the Amy that he has never even met, wanted to come out. And I was just like in that moment, literally I felt a light. And like, God was like, chill, like, relax. Because God knows my character, and God knows what I'm capable of doing. And I know where this man stays, you know, or like, I can go look for him if I wanted to, but it ain't even worth go looking for him. But anyways, I was just like, whatever. So what happened? Let me put on my lashes, you guys, and I'll be right. So he hung up on me, and in that moment, like, everything in me just wanted to react, you know? But something in me at the same time was like, hold up, everybody deserves the benefit of the doubt, you know? So as kind-hearted as I am, especially for somebody that I got love for, I was like, all right. I was like, God, I'm not gonna react. I'm not gonna like assume and think that he clicked on me, even though like I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Instead, I'm gonna call him back and see what happened, you know? I guess kind of give him like a chance to repent and be like, oh yeah, my bad, it disconnected, you know? But of course he was so aggravated that that's not what happened. So I call back and it's ringing and it's ringing and it's ringing and nothing happens. And in that moment, I just texted him and all I said was, oh, you hung up? Okay. You know, that's literally all I said. And the message never went through. So I ended up being blocked, which is fine. You know, like if you feel triggered by anything that I'm not anymore, or by the fact that I'm not gonna beg you to love me, or by the fact that like you're the one that did me wrong, you know, like you're the one that acted how you needed to act. But you know, it was what it was. And like I really think God showed himself in allowing me to see who this person truly is, you know, and what he really has in his heart. And again, like I have no negative feelings toward this person, and I don't think that he never loved me. In fact, I think he loves me so much that he's afraid of how much he loves me, because he has never felt this way for anybody before. But I'm also grown enough to realize that I'm not gonna be here trying to put myself in the picture or trying to make you realize what you're missing, because honey, you know, like you're missing me, you're missing it. Like it could have been great, but you picked a side, you know. And again, like had you called me and had he like tried to say hi, how are you, let's get together, you know, like let me go talk to you, like you know where I live currently, like you ain't gonna know no more, you know, but you know where I'm at, you know. And you said it yourself that I carry myself in such way that I will never allow somebody to disrespect me. And that doesn't mean I have to disrespect you back. All that means is that I completely take myself out of the equation. So if you feel like you need to get back at me by blocking me and like, oh, you can't get in touch with me anymore, that's fine. Completely fine with me, you know, because I did and I tried, and God knows what's in my heart. And truly, he knows what's in my heart, because I was honest since the get-go, and I was honest about my feelings. And even at the end, you know, where I became hella vulnerable, you know, where I put my pride aside and I just decided to just share everything that was in my heart, and it still wasn't enough, you know, like that's it. Like that's all you get. You don't get anything more than that, because you already know how I feel. And if you know how I carry myself and you know what type of woman I am, then you would come at me correct. So you not coming at me correct shows your character, not mine. So anyways, you guys, that happened. And I don't have anything of this person. Like I never accepted sweaters, or like I never accepted anything from him. Like I don't have anything that belongs to him. The only thing that I have is a paper document that he had asked me to hold for him. And you know, like I was holding it for him, and it's crazy because I was like, I need to give this to you, like you're gonna need it at some point, and I should give it to you. And so in my heart I was like I know you need this, and I know eventually you will need this for you, for your future, for whatever reason. And I am not at a point in my life where like I burn things, or that like I'm gonna tear it apart and like you're never gonna get it, like F you. Like no, you know, like truly from the bottom of my heart I was like, I need to get this to you, because number one, I'm moving. Number two, like I'm gonna start putting stuff away, and you're one of those things that has already left. So I might as well just finish the business and just let you go on your way, you know. Like I have no reason to hold anything that no longer serves me anything, you know. Like like I remember before that, like when he called me at some point to try to help me with something or to try to do something, you know, like he called me for something that I never even asked for. Like he was like, oh yeah, you and I have unfinished business. No sir, like you have unfinished business with your heart. Like I don't have unfinished business. All these 3 months that you were trying to mask your feelings with another person, all these 3 months that you were trying to mask your feelings with doing whatever A, B, and C things you were doing, I worked, I read, I grew spiritually. Like I kneeled in front of God and I was like, God, heal me. Like protect me, heal me, take this out of me if it doesn't serve me any good. And I worked through my pain. Like I felt the pain. I didn't run away from it, you know? And so yeah, I am different, and yeah, I'm not the same person, and yeah, like I'm not gonna tear your stuff apart, but I'm trying to be nice and give it to you. So remember, you guys, I told you guys that I'm blocked. And I remember like one morning I decided to text him and I was just like, hey, like I'm putting your document in an envelope, like shoot me your address, you know, because at this point, like I don't know where he's staying. And the message didn't go through, so I was like, oh, like okay, like I'm still blocked, let me DM him, you know, because again, like I am trying to give you your stuff. Like I don't even want it, or I don't like what do I need? Like I don't need it, you know, and I don't want to be rude and destroy it, because I don't think that's the right thing to do, and I don't think that's who I am. And like I've grown, you know, like that's not what I have in my heart, and I don't ever want to harm anybody. Like if I've ever had love for you, I will always love you, you know, I will always have love for you, and I want you to thrive, and I want you to reach your goals, and I want you to do whatever you want to do, just like I'm doing my thing, you know. So I hit him up on the DM, and then he responds 2 hours later, immature as hell, you know, talking about like you're doing too much, just take it to my grandma's house. Another entitlement, you know, like entitlement because I don't have to answer your call, entitlement because I don't, like, you don't know me, and you're coming at me disrespectful and with no morals, and I don't even know your grandma's house. Like yeah, like I've gone, and yeah, like maybe I can figure out how to get there, but this is yours. Like I don't have to go to take it anywhere. Like I'm just trying to do you a service, you know, and I'm just trying to give it to you, and literally like all I responded was like, no problem, I still need the address, because I still don't even know how to get there. And even if honestly, like I wouldn't go, and at this point, like I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with that document, because it serves me no purpose, and I don't need it, and in fact he's the one that needs it. But you know, God is still trying to figure out what to do in that sense. And I think that this is obviously someone who just is trying to hold on, or trying to keep me in their life for even the minor things, you know. Like this is like that one last straw that they don't want to let go of, because he probably knows that once I give you this, like I have nothing, you know, like I have nothing of yours, and you don't need to just hit me up for anything anymore. But yeah, no hard feelings, you guys. Overall, super blessed. Overall, feeling hella happy, like feeling very healed, very relieved. Like I look back at the last 3 months and I'm like, yo, like God has never failed me, and I have literally gone through hell and back, and I remember those emotions, and I remember those feelings, and I remember there was music I couldn't listen to because it hurt. And now like I'm like, no, you ain't gotta go to my friend no more, nah 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 nah, no, you know, like y'all know what I'm talking about. Like that's how I feel, you know. And at the same time, like I don't even know what to tell you, but my energy is different, you know. Like when you come around someone like me who knows what they're about, who knows what they bring to the table, who knows who they are, and who knows their worth, and my energy, my positivity, like everything I have to radiate into a relationship, into a friendship, into just people overall, like I'm not made like a lot of people out there. And I won't do you wrong, you know. I still love you, and I still have mercy for you, and I still won't throw your paper away because, ooh, you did me dirty. Like, I'm not a kid, you know. So yeah, I'm hella happy. I'm hella happy for like us and what we're about to go into in October. I'm hella happy for just the blessings I continue to get, and you know, my spiritual relationship with God, and how much I've grown spiritually, you know, like mentally. I continue to work on myself and to do the work that's needed to do for me to keep it moving and keep it pushing, you know. Like, gotta keep it moving, be classy and be graceful, y'all. Like, that's really all I stand by. And God got me. Like, regardless of who comes into your life, regardless of anything, just know that when you fill your heart with anger, when you fill your heart with negative emotions towards other people, like, you're ruining your own aura, your own life. So I don't have time to hold any negative feelings towards any single body that's out there. In fact, like, I love all people, even the people that don't necessarily like me. I'm okay with it. I don't have to keep you close, but I also don't have to like hate you, you know, because ultimately, like, that's a feeling that I have in my heart, and I don't want to have that. I don't have that towards anybody. Like, I'm the type of person that you come at me correct, we can talk, you know. Like, you come at me the way that I'm, like, I treat myself like a queen, and not for just anybody to come and try to mistreat me, you know. Like, people know how to approach you, and people know how you move, and people know what they can and cannot do. So I won't allow it, because I have a certain line that I won't allow people to cross. So anyways, very gracefully and very grateful and very happy and positive and honest and raw and vulnerable, because I have came to the conclusion 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, that honestly, like, with everything that I've even shared with you guys, I am happy, you know. Like, I'm not ashamed of the things that I have been through. I'm not ashamed of the people that have crossed my path. If anything, like, anybody who has ever crossed my path, I hope that I made them a better person in one or another way. I hope that I make them think about the things that and the choices that they are making, you know, for themselves. And honestly, like, God puts the right people in your life for reasons that you may not understand in that moment, but later on are gonna make sense. With that being said, you guys, I know it was a lot of tea. I just needed to catch you guys up. I haven't been here in a little while, but I want you to know that I'm good, I'm happy, I'm strong. I am stronger than I ever was, and I'm stronger every day. And don't be ashamed to say that you've changed, you know. Don't be ashamed to be where you're at now, because baby girl, we were in the mud at some point, you know. Like, we're not there anymore. We are butterflies flying gracefully. So continue to enjoy that, continue to enjoy your life, and don't let other people put you down. Like, I know that we are tested a lot of the times, and a lot of things can happen, and sad things come across, and you know, not everything is butterflies and rainbows, but I am a butterfly in the desert, and that's fine. I'm okay with it, because I continue to shine, and I continue to bloom, and I continue to be the sunshine to other people. And you know, like, if you pessimistic people don't want the sunshine in your life, you ain't gotta have it. Like, you go get what you want. Go get yourself a cactus, bitch. Peace out.